What's up, everybody? Welcome back for some more Vampire Survivors. Today, we're going to be playing Tsunanori, and we noticed that we unlocked some new weapons with him and stuff. So I was scrolling through this, and it looks like we have an alternate starting weapon, which has a different sprite, but also we can play him solo and take away his summoning allies' power. So I thought, we haven't done any of these weapons, one weapon yet. Why not start with him? I haven't even tried this dual daggers weapon at all. I have no idea what it does. Let's go one weapon only. Solo, one weapon, Tsunami. Here we go. Into Emerald Diorama. We're definitely taking on Arcanas and Limit Break. And you know what? We're taking on Inverse as well. Let's go. All right, obviously Silent Old Sanctuary. And then go to him, and I'm going to go for full power here. We're going to buy an Arcana right off rip. Because this is Inverse, and it could certainly get tough. Wicked Season, day one, could go kind of crazy. Does this affect our weapon, though? Let's look if any other Arcanas affect our weapon. I'm not going to use Darkanas for this one. That's too much going hard. That's too hard for me for this run. I think we can do it without that. The plus amount could be good, but I'm kind of feeling Wicked Season here. Either that or like Sarabande of Healing. I'd go Wicked, yeah. That feels like the play. The techs are luck-based. Oh, okay. So cranking your luck is going to be really beneficial. And hey, why don't we grab a little clover then? And then let's start thinking. We've got a bunch of good passives on the stage. We should make sure to actually... Let's look around right now. It looks like as far as passives go, we've got Chroma's Mana, Spinach, and Harm Aegis. Oh, and the Duration one, which probably won't do anything for us. So let's try to not get Spinach for now, but let's try to fill up our passive slots basically as quick as we can. And I'm thinking let's also not get any extra curse. I feel like we don't need to fuck with extra curse, right? We could reroll a bit, though, to get, yeah, like armor. That sounds good. Keep me alive, please. Join the Discord just to post a pic of my old kitty. Let's go, Datlight. I love it. I'm excited to check it out. Thanks for joining the Discord. Welcome in. I've been thinking about making a couple new channels in the Discord. I've been seeing a lot of sweet tattoos in the last few days and been like, we should have a tattoos channel for posting that. As well as, we should probably have a food channel, I feel like. I talk about food for about 65% of all streams. I do want Spellbinder. Tattoos channel, right? Because I'm really starting to get the itch. It's now been a couple years since I got tattooed, and I was like putting it off for money, and I still am not gonna like do anything super big for money reasons for right now. Probably save my like left sleeve for when I'm in a better financial position, but I could go back and like, you know, get one on my leg or something. Just throw some shit on there. Finishing your sleeve soon, likely in the summer. Let's go, buddy. Thank you for the hydrate, Jason. Flashers. Sorry, not finishing it? Adding to it. Oh, interesting. You might be cooked, bro? Yeah, I'm cooked. Yeah, I'm cooked. But we try again. That's nice. Let's leave it on Inverse. Let's leave it on Inverse for now. And I think the change we want to do here is we go Silent Old Sanctuary, and instead of Wicked Season, we do go Darkanas. Or actually, let's try once more. Oh no, that was a waste. Quit. Let's try once more, no Darkanas. Thinking of getting a back one as well? Let's go. Damn, it's been like 3 years, I think, since my last one. I've had my eye on some colorfully eye stuff that my artist posted. Nice. Lurking still a chill Monday, but needing to use my brain at the moment, and that's hard. We're here for you, Jason. Hopefully you finish your brain tasks soon and can just vibe. Yeah, I've got a number of ideas of like little things I'd like to do on my leg, or my legs in general. I would do like my back or my chest. But I want to save my left arm for just a one-go sleeve. Because this arm was all like over the course of many years. So it was like a whole bunch of different tattoos that were kind of eventually combined to be a sleeve versus like a planned out sleeve from the very beginning. And I think it'd be cool to try that. I'm gonna go Sarabande of Healing instead. Get an Akuma tattoo, of course. Dude, he's so committed. The day you get diamond, you gotta go get an Akuma tattoo where he's like made out of diamond. I'll never get tattoos, but I do think they can be pretty cool. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's a super personal decision whether or not you want to get tattoos. And frankly, it's incredibly true that the more tattoos you have, the easier it is to get them. So it's a bit of a slippery slope in that way. Because I've said this before, but like I have a tattoo of an owl on my forearm, but it's surrounded by a bunch of other tattoos. So when people look at me, they don't immediately go, he's probably like really into owls. But if I had no other tattoos on my arm besides the big owl, people might be like, that guy really fucking identifies with owls. So it's like weirdly, it's less big of a commitment to get additional tattoos when you already have tattoos. So the biggest decision is whether or not to get the first one, basically. Granted, as long as we're talking something that's like large and visible, not like a, you know, a little, you know, line arrow on your ankle or something. Not that there's anything wrong with tattoos like that, but I don't think they really apply to like the principle that I'm talking about here. I think you should tattoo whatever the fuck you want, but, you know. Here we go. You're cursed with allergy against ink. That's rough. Is it just certain color inks or all inks? Almost her whole body tattooed and her have watching Wonder Woman finger tattoos. That's sick. That band to me, yeah. My entire nickname is based around a tattoo. True. I forgot about that. Yeah, we call you Squid because you have a squid in your forearm. That's true. Kate Labrador actually sounds good to keep us alive. Austin, I cannot confirm or deny if I've gotten 11 just to my face alone. Oh, so you're heavily tatted, bro. I don't think I'm brave enough to do the face at this point in my life. Maybe at some point, but I don't know. I think right now I'm like no face, no neck, no flat back of the hand. Everything else is on the menu. Actually, no dick and balls either. I can't say everything without clarifying that the goods are staying off the menu. Genuinely, I used to study squid. Honestly, goat animal. Let's go, dude. I know octopus and squid are different, but did you watch My Octopus Teacher? Because it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. It like was good, but it's also hard to not see it as like the movie was like framed in this way. This guy's like, I need to spend more time with my son. And then he went and hung out with an octopus for like 150 hours. And then at the end was like, I feel closer with my son now. And it was like, bro, you just fell in love with an octopus. Brown is actually good here. In multitudes. Got colorful stars all over my upper arm. And then I covered the inside of my forearm with a full black Zelda one. Hey, we do what we want to do, right? Sure looks sick. Yeah, man, amazing watch. Hell yeah. Just take the splashers. Also, the level up sounds being different. We, for everybody on YouTube, we ticked on blast process sounds before we started this run. And it's causing, like, booted up the game at, like, a whole different kind of little play-up sound. And now we're having different, like, level up and chest sounds and stuff like that. Very cool. Did I mention I'm also very afraid of needles? All right, so getting tattooed for you is an experience. The sounds. Gonna get a tattoo of a graph showing the state of the stock market. That's a fun one to explain to people. What does that mean to you? Oh, we're vibing. We're vibing for now. Do you like graphs? Exactly, it's a story, right? I honestly do like a good graph. I like a good graph, and a graph, that's one of the things that, you know, I do. That's one of the things I do in the office. We have numbers on a paper, and I put them into a graph, and my boss is like, it's so much better now. Do you like these chest sounds? I don't know if I prefer them. I didn't exactly prefer that chest song, but I like the level up song that plays, the little, like, jingle thing. Helps, they should only extend around at a maximum of 2 millimeters to the thickness of a dime. The thickness, oh, okay, sorry. I was like, dude, like a whole dime? I was like, but I was thinking, I don't know what you would call that, the surface area of the dime, not the side thickness. Oh, we're vibing for now, honestly. You don't want Spellbinder? True. I probably want it kind of soon, right? All right, I guess we could do that world first. Which one was that in? That in like the second one, maybe? Or was no? I think that's the first one actually. I think that's the first world, the top one. Yeah, the top one. Wait, did I just go in the wrong one? I think I just went in the wrong one. I'm not gonna pull this boss. Get me out of here. Oh, there's crown here by the way too. We may as well get the free crown level. There's a skin, they only go to the top. Super surface level shots or something, or a monster in comparison? Really? That's interesting. I mean, it definitely, getting tattooed still fucking hurts. That's the bottom. Yeah, I went in the wrong one for sure. That's right, actually, speed me up. Little strategic speed up. Wait, no, that was the top one. Oh, no, it's visually inverse. I'm an inverse. No, this is wrong too, though. Is it? No, this is the starting one with Spellbinder. There it is. I'm going to see if I can get 2 other passes first. Hollow Heart's not the best, but I'll take it just to get us moving along. Would love to see armor as another passive here. You have it disabled in settings, saves confusion? That's fair. I kind of do like that it visually inverts, though. I feel like that's part of the wackiness of it, you know? But I get wanting to turn it off. Loving Dual Whirlwind. My fingers and back of my hand are the only time I've had to get up during a session for a smoke. After my left hand, I had to smoke from my right hand. Yeah, the, really, really bad tattoos for me were in the inner arm. I have like a moth that kind of goes down pretty much into my armpit. And that was ridiculously painful. That was really, really bad. I also really didn't enjoy, I got the ditch of my arm done. I have like a red rose that was just free-handed on, which was very cool. It was a cool experience to do. But that really sucked. That hurt. It hurt a lot. Throat and one that's on my lower and back of my head were also tender AF. Yeah, the head, I don't think I can stomach. The ditch is tough. Dude, it was brutal. It was brutal. That really hurt. Because there's lots of places, like just getting like, you know, your bicep tattooed. Like, it's really not that bad. It's more like uncomfortable than it is actual like serious pain. But then some of the places, like the more sensitive areas, the thing about the pain that it gets to is it feels like what they're doing shouldn't be like okay. It feels like they're like slicing you open, you know? And it's like they're not. They're just tattooing you. You're going to be fine. It's going to heal like any other tattoo. But in the moment, it like fucking feels like they're cutting you open. Bottom of my wrist was the absolute worst for me. That's true, actually. I remember the like little bone kind of connecting your hand to your wrist here. That really hurt. And I did. The wrist wasn't great either, but I didn't get all the way down to my hands, so... Connection between ribs and abdomen is nice and fucked. Yeah, I've heard ribs suck. Heard ribs suck. I've heard spine sucks. And I've heard your feet, surprisingly, are really awful. Tattoo infection a big risk, or is it quite rare? It is very, very rare. I worry about it way too much every single time. The worst part for me about getting a tattoo is not the pain by a long shot. It's the healing process, because I just get incredibly anxious about it. I'm like the kind of person who will like make sure my tattoo doesn't touch anything, like even like the couch and stuff for like a week. So like when I got like the owl on the outside of my arm, I was like watching TV like this to keep it like safe from stuff. And that's totally unnecessary and I'm just anxious. And the way that I always justify it to myself, and again, you should be careful, you should wash your tattoo, you should apply a very thin layer of ointment, all the typical stuff. But think about how many times you've gotten little cuts on your hand and not done anything with them. Cuts that were enough to bleed, you know, but you just like don't really do much. Maybe you put a Band-Aid on, maybe you just leave it. And they like never get infected, in my experience. That's the way I've always justified it to myself. I was sick halfway through and almost passed out. I don't have my inner arm, ironically enough. I do have my ribs done, though, and I've heard that's fierce. Yeah. Don't have my ribs. You didn't mind the inner arm. Sorry, I misread that. That's interesting. Move my arm goes up to my armpit. That section was done like a 4-hour session. Not fun. Middle of the forearm, it was so weird because it didn't hurt as such, but my bone felt like it was vibrating. Yes, I had that at the top of my shoulder. It sent like vibrations like up my arm and into my neck. So weird. I was unfortunate with my Zelda one. I did all I was supposed to, but it still got a little infected with the allergic reaction. It got worse. Yeah, it can happen. And it's not like I've heard of a few people who got their tattoos infected, but it's super, super uncommon. It is the main point. Because I feel like it's a big fear of going into tattooing. Like, oh no, I'm going to get my tattoo infected, but it is thankfully uncommon. It certainly happens, as that light ball is pointing out, but it's also summer, so sweat and heat. Yeah, I was going to say earlier when Squid said, you said you were probably adding to your sleeve at the end of the summer. That's the move, IMO. If you're going to do big tattoos, fall and winter are the way to go. That way, A, you're going to be inside most of the time, so you don't have to worry about your tattoo being in the sun. And B, when you are out and about, your tattoo is likely to be like covered by clothes, and you can wear like big loose clothing to not irritate it and cover it up and not let it touch stuff. When I got my temple done, you can basically feel it on your other temple. It was dope as shit. That's crazy, dude. Vibrating all the way through your skull. Yeah, the head must be wild. I remember I've watched a shitload of Ink Master in my day. Fun show. You know, the reality show, so it's not exactly as truthfully representative of the industry, I don't think, as it proclaims to be. But it's a fun show. And in that one time, they do a bunch of head tattoos, but at one point the challenge is one half of the head one day, the other half of the head the next day. And those people that opted to do that, to sit through 2 days of head tattooing, and it was something like 6 hours each day, so like 12 total hours on the head, back-to-back days. That is fucking crazy to me. Like, good on them, but that is wild. Also, yeah, I got the Evo. Let's fucking go. We're like doing all kinds of crazy shit now. Your artists will probably have less customers because people want to show off right away in the summer. True. Get knocked out. Yeah, I know some people are doing that. I did hear... Shit, I should have read what the Pursuant Blades do. I might have to after the thing. What was I gonna say? Shit, I don't know now. I forget already. One that's in the lower part of my skull above my neck. It felt good enough. I'd have to really want my head done to get more work done. Yeah, that just feels like a lot, man. But it's always a to each their own kind of thing, you know? And that's part of the beauty of tattoos. I wish I'd read what these did, but I'm pretty sure it's just, we have this regular blades effect around us now, and we're shooting out these blue tornadoes. Because the dual whirlwind, or actually no, is that just dual torrent? I think that's just dual torrent. All splashers can glimmer the dual torrent, that's all. Okay. So it is, the dual torrent sort of is the thing about it. So like the tattoo channel has to happen now because I'm so curious about y'all's. Hell yeah, honestly I will. I'll make it after the stream. Ooh, Arcanas. Because I also think it's just a good way to just like share cool tattoos we like see on the internet and stuff too. My roommate the other day sent me one of this, it's like a medieval looking flail, kind of like American traditional style. Maybe more neo-traditional actually. But it had like a panther head as the flail ball with spikes on it. It was sick. I think I do want Wicked Season now. There it is. Surprised there's so many viewers with them here? Really? That's interesting. How come? I feel like I've just noticed them getting a lot more common these days. And especially, I guess, like I've said before, you know, at least via the analytics I've seen, it seems like my main demographic is like 18 to 35. Shit, no, my chest. It's still gonna be there? It is, it's still there. Plus common around here? Gotcha. Yeah, it's definitely pretty common. A lot of my buddies have like a lot of tattoos, you know? Like Squid, who's in here right now, has a full sleeve. The bassist in my band also has a full sleeve, and like a bunch of other tattoos. Our drummer has a bunch of tattoos. I do play in a band, yeah. I play in an emo cover band, like emo pop punk. We have a show this Friday. I'm off stream tomorrow because we have our final rehearsal tomorrow and then the show on Friday. We have a monthly residence at a local venue. Fused and watching a bit of Crunch. What up, Suruptic? Refueled. Let's go, buddy. What instrument do you play? I'm the vocalist in the band, but I also play guitar and drums. Just not in the band. I played in another cover band all through college, and I played drums in that band. And that was more of like a general business band. You know, we kind of did like everything from like Tom Petty to like, you know, covers of modern stuff. I'm dragging the PF in here. I'm 100% sure he would vibe. Let's go. Yeah, I've got the right high whiny timbre for pop punk and emo, so I'm the vocalist in this band, which is a good time. It's a lot of fun. I've said a bunch of times, it's basically like the perfect amount of music in my life at this point. I'm not super interested in the idea of like kind of going through trying to work up an original band at this point and stuff. But being able to just like practice once every week or two and then play like one show a month, that's perfect, man. That's perfect. I have to really lurk a bit, but I heard tattooed and was like, oh, I love those. Let's go, buddy. It was a good talk. I love talking tattoos. I got to make that channel in the Discord. Feel like something is off with the hair today, Crunch. Balding, maybe? Yeah, I told you I was gonna shave my head and send it to you, Suruptic. So I'm in the process of doing that. You do still want the hair, right? You're cool if I just send you like a brown paper bag full of my hair via the mail? Wish you could sing My Voice Is Not Made For It. I played marching band for like 14 years though. Hell yeah, what'd you play in marching band? I definitely, honestly, I'm not like the best singer in the world. I think a big part of the reason I work in the band is because I have like the right sort of voice for it. And I've, you know, practiced a lot and can stay relatively on pitch, but I wouldn't say I'm like the sort of person that you hear me sing and it's like, oh, that's a naturally talented dude in that way. But I certainly can make it work. You play trumpet? Let's go. I played trumpet for a little bit in school, like 4th or 5th grade, and was like, I don't like having to go to extra class. Band practice stream when? Be kind of fun, wouldn't it? I do think I like the idea. The guitarist in my band, he has also streamed in the past. He's a mod here. He hangs out sometimes. And him and I have talked about maybe doing some like music writing streams or something. It might be like a new channel we make for that or something, but I do think it could be fun to do. He'll do it too. I got a cookie today in about 6 pieces in a cheap paper bag. The drawn-on stamp. That's right. Everybody's out here buying stamps. Have you never heard of crayons? Just draw that shit. Crunch wig for stream. That's so fucking cursed. All right. First up in high oatmeal. He just woke up and now he's giving me bedroom eyes. Get out of here. Go back to sleep. Don't look at me like that. All right, he's going back to sleep. We're good. We're good. I do kind of like the level up sound. And we're limit breaking finally, or not quite yet. We're very close though. Alright. Boom. Discard. Was AFK sorting out some stuff with my headphones on. The chat was a vibe. Hell yeah, let's go, Mira. Do you have any, or do you want to get any? Maybe 20k points so I can duplicate oatmeal and get double oatmeal cam. Or you can keep saving for a game wreck, man. glue it directly to your head. Yeah, that's the way. Did you guys see there was some dude recently that got, I think he's, I want to say he's a rapper. He got, hooks implanted into his head so he hangs gold chains off his hair. A pretty giant power move. I can't, that weight must like be really uncomfortable, I would have to think, but you know, committed to the drip. Probably safe for a wreck, but not really sure what I'd wreck. Oh yeah. I'm definitely gonna be adding some other channel point redeems too as well. Like I think like we were talking about the other day in the Discord, the idea of putting like, you know, a watch a game trailer that I request redeem could be fun, and like watch a music video redeem or something like that, something for like in between the YouTube recordings. Some Twitch only shit could be fun. Maybe we get vampire fangs. That would be kind of cool. Pilk? I'm not gonna drink Pilk. Not gonna drink Pilk. Never will there be a redeem to drink Pilk. I don't drink any soda ever, as a rule. No soda for me. I'm gonna design text on my forearm, one on my shoulder. Would love to get more though, but it's so expensive. I know. I know. Lost 6K points being a believer yesterday. So the Fear and Hunger stream request will have to wait longer. Hex, I'm so sorry. I was really, truly, like, I feel bad. I let you down. I let Vicky down. 1 million point tattoo request. That would actually be kind of funny. If somebody truly got 1 million chat points, frankly, I would get whatever they wanted tattooed, like on my ass or something. But yeah, Hex, I really thought I was going to get Plantera on that last one. I did. I tried. I'm sorry. I want you to get VS Garlic on your ass. That'd actually be kind of sick. Right, we cook her next time? That's right. Thursday. One redeem at a time, baby. That would be such a commitment to Twitch if like one of my legs was just all chat redeemed tattoos. That'd be a fun one to explain at Christmas. Yes, Grandma. I let strangers on the internet pick permanent artwork for my body. Garlic on one cheek, heart on the other, so you can get the evolution. Tattoo to discuss over Thanksgiving dinner. Selling your body, but as a canvas. Taiwanese XXL fried chicken. Oh my fucking lord. Oh. I don't even know what XXL means. Besides extra, extra large, but I assume that's not what you mean. Is it what you mean? I feel like you guys don't make shit extra, extra large in Britain, right? That's an American thing. In Vampire Survivors, I just went through Moonglow and got the yellow sign. Dude, that's huge. That's a giant progress point, King Shot. Alright. They make it, it's just our medium. Just a giant slab of chicken. Good old that's nice dear, knowing full well she thinks you've lost your path. I do remember when I got my current job, when I started working at like a tech company in an office, and I told my family about it at Christmas. My grandfather's response was, "Oh, so you finally got a real job." So let's say it suffices to say that and I had been working for years before that. I don't think they would love, you know, a leg full of chat tattoos, you know? I've got like garlic and a heart on there and probably like a Keck W face, you know? The guide from Terraria. a heart with Brandon's name in it with an arrow through it would be pretty fucking, that'd be pretty fucking sick. See. God, yeah, exactly. Each VS weapon has a tattoo. At this point, that would be a giant tattoo. There are so many weapons. I don't know what to pick here, by the way. I don't want to go Darkanas. But I feel like none of this shit does anything for us. Overall area could be good. There we go. I don't think telling them that you work playing video games on the internet will get them hyped. Definitely not. Definitely not. Yeah. Just definitely not. Thankfully, I don't have to have that conversation with them right now because right now I'm just trying to work playing video games on the internet. Don't worry, Grandma. I'm not really getting paid anything yet. So it's not serious. I'm just spending a shitload of time doing it. Boogaloo could have been good, yeah. I just want to catch up a little bit with chat here. So once I started the game, I forgot you actually need to unlock the secrets tab. It is crazy. Brandon with all caps. Every single Vampire Survivors character, that would be a full body tattoo. I'm going for a half skeleton Brandon drowning in lava. Like it a bit more, but it's kind of sick. Gotten that you've ruined your body. How will any man want you now from an uncle? Joke's on him. Yeah, fuck him. One of those massive family tree tattoos that's made up of lore for all the VS characters. That also could be sick. An obsessive. Yeah, it's an obsessive hobby for now, exactly. Sorry, Grandma, it's just an obsessive hobby. Are you gonna ditch this hair show-off streamer and move over to me? Aga, Suruptic, are you trying to literally fucking steal my mods live on my channel while I'm streaming? buddy, come on. Start selling feed pics to fund the tattoos. That's an idea, yeah. Grandma, not only am I trying to make a living playing video games all day in my pajamas in my bedroom, in order to fund such a noble pursuit, I have begun to sell pictures of my feet, squishing, touching, rolling around in various substances, my toesies, getting in sandwiches and the likes, to pay the bills. So I hope you're proud of me. And Merry Christmas. Out of curiosity, how much do you actually, and God bless, how much do you actually make from Twitch? So it's definitely variable right now, but on a monthly basis right now, I'm taking home from Twitch anywhere from like 100 to like tops like $175 a month on Twitch. I just recently, pretty much exactly when I broke over 1,000 hours streamed, I broke 1,000 hours earned on Twitch total. Or $1,000 earned on Twitch total, US dollars. And I just got monetized on YouTube, and there it seems on average, I'm actually doing a lot better than I would have expected. And I'm making about $5 a day via ad revenue. Again, that's on average. I've had a couple low days at like $3, and I've had a couple high days at like $9 or $10. Making on average like $5 a day on ad revenue. So that translates to around like another $150 a month. So right now, it's coming together to be enough of something to like pay some of my bills, maybe allow me to invest a little bit more in the stream in general. But unfortunately, it's not, and I'm insanely grateful for where we've gotten. I'm insanely grateful for where we've gotten. I don't want any of this to come across as me asking for more support or anything like that. I think it's interesting to know the statistics. I had no idea when I got monetized how much I actually would be making. I had no idea if I'd be making anything off of YouTube. You know, so it's really interesting. Buy a lot of cat food and treats? Yeah, exactly. Hey, Moonsand, thank you for the resub, bud. Are you asking for support? No! Take your money back! The ones that truly carry the channel, it's true. Leah actually just mentioned the other day, she's like, isn't it funny that you chose the oatmeal picture as just like a stand-in temporary picture until you had like an actual icon to use? And at this point, I think I'm gonna leave this oatmeal picture as my profile picture forever. What do y'all think? Do you think we should change the profile picture, or do you think the oatmeal picture is good? Don't you win the lottery tomorrow and invest it all on your channel? Let's go. Nothing beats oatmeal. Yeah, I think it's a great picture. I think it fits really well for like the small icon style, you know? Looking at it on your follower list and stuff. I think it's memorable. I didn't choose it with the intention of it being like my channel's brand long term. But I think it's gotta stay. When you hit 10K, swap it to Gizmo. Yeah, every April Fool's Day, I'll swap it to Gizmo. Want to see the cat face and the guy playing Souls games? Yeah, I feel like it probably does lead some people to think that maybe it's like a furry-based channel. Which, you know, we're not anti-furry, but I'm not a furry. Well, fits well, let's go. Ingrained in my mind. The job I have right now, night shift 3 to 4 nights a week. I could probably do streaming on the regular-ish, but that would be failing my mission to blue all my friends. I don't think it looks furry. For us dog lovers, cats suck ass. Fuck you. You come in here, you try to fucking shark my mod out from under me, and then you shit on my cat. You literally come in here and you take a steaming dump on my pets. Say your persona's an owl? It might be an owl if I had to pick one. Interrupted, canceled. In the Japanese cat island for a month. Yeah, once again, thanks for being here, everybody. I think it's interesting to talk about numbers and stuff, so hopefully, once again, by sharing that, I wasn't trying to, like, make anyone feel any additional, weirdness about being here or supporting or anything like that. I'm just happy that people hanging out, for real. Cats are great, but dogs are better? That's crazy. I either die of my allergies cured in a cat island. You might, you know, the exposure thing might work for you. Right? One thing I can say for any people that are looking to content create, shorts on YouTube seem very not profitable. So veer away from that. Oh no, okay, we have revives. We have revives. That's it though, that's our last revive. The link to your stream and I was not prepared for oatmeal to be so huge on my screen. Let's go. He's a king. He's a king. I don't think we're making it to 30 minutes. Now Mario, great. Shorts you need to really go viral? Yeah. Which I don't think that's really in my wheelhouse. I mean, I would take it, don't get me wrong. But like the last short I made was me talking about like the lather, rinse, repeat cycle. Which it's just, I thought it was funny, but maybe it's a little too niche. Vince being Irish, if I wasn't taking, pulling a leg, I'd be asleep or dead. Good ones to be fair. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. I think I gotta just stay still. I feel like I'm the safest standing still. Oh, they're gonna kill me with the curse. No. Oh. Dude, are we gonna make it to 30? Nope. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. All right. Splashers to level 6. Fully evolved splashers. We got Bonnie. So close. It was really close. 3 unlocks, though. Not bad at all. Crunch, my son put up a stupid TikTok that hit 7.5 million views. He's 12. Yeah, if he's 12, he knows way more about what's going on with TikTok and that audience than I do, legit. Beyond a shadow of a doubt. Beyond a shadow of a doubt. If he could consult on my shorts, I'd appreciate it. Won't bloody teach me, though. Profitability of YouTube Shorts is probably comparable to TikTok's, but you need many, many millions of views before you can start to make any substantial amount of money. Yeah, exactly. And it's definitely, I'm grateful that the kind of content I make on YouTube is more profitable than I think a lot of people project for like a gaming channel, because it may take me longer to nail down a viewer because it's a viewer that wants a specific type of like long form content, but people that watch my content put in a lot of watch hours. So that pays a lot better. So I can get fewer views and still make at least, and again, I'm making like $5 a day. We're not talking huge money. I'm very grateful for it, but I think that's more than I kind of expected to be making. And I think it's just because of watch hours, not like view numbers. Like a non-negligible percentage of the world. So much more truth in that than is okay. All right. Let's go ahead and take a little break there. So we'll go ahead and wrap that video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. If you did and you're watching on Twitch, definitely hit that follow button and stick around. We're going to take a break and then play some Noida after this. And if you're watching after the fact on YouTube, please make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks, everybody.